This whole let's be friends, we can just be friends, let's just be friends. Don't all of us have enough friends? I mean, really? What's up, kings and queens? Today we're going to talk about why you should not be holding on to your exes. Now, a lot of you hold on to your exes. I don't know why. In my opinion, there is no good reason to be holding on to people from your past like they are collector's items. There's a reason why they are exes, and there's a reason why they're in your past. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should not have exes from your past in your life. I do want you to watch till the end because I do have a couple of exceptions in there. First of all, my recommendation before I get to these 3 topics, keep in mind when you're in a relationship and you are seeking to end that relationship, or you know it's not going anywhere, don't continue building memories, or don't continue the person that you know you're not going to want to be with to continue building those memories. That is a recipe for disaster. That person on the other side of that could end up being very, very resentful towards you. Okay, so here's number 1. Memory never fades. When you're keeping that ex in your life and you see them, something's gonna come over you. You may get goosebumps, you may get bodily fluids going, you may let your memory go back to a great time, and you don't need that in your life when you've already put them aside and you've done your best to try and go forward with the next relationship, or to just be free for the moment. An ex being in your life and you providing that proximity to that person, that really gives them access to you in a way that you should not be giving them access to you at that point. Number 2 is you're putting your energy in the wrong place. You're taking away from the time and the person that you truly deserve. Lastly, you can't heal. Anytime you leave a relationship and you're getting into something new, or before you get into something new, you should go through your healing process. The other thing about exes from your past is everybody has a purpose for somebody in their life. If you can't answer that question of who is this person and what do they mean in my life, whether now or in the future when you move on to the next person, you don't need that person in your life. Imagine this scenario. You have an ex, and then you get to ex number 5, ex number 6, because people just haven't worked out in your life or in relationships. Now, all of a sudden, you get to ex number 10, and you kept every ex in your life. For what purpose? Now, do you think the person in your life currently is going to be willing to accept the fact that you have 10, 12, 20 people in your life from your past? And for what reason are you holding on to these people? This whole let's be friends, we can just be friends, let's just be friends. Don't all of us have enough friends? I mean, really? Friends. Wow. Here's why a guy wants to keep you around as a friend, in hopes that he can get back in there. On a night that you're cold and lonely and want some company, he's gonna be back in there. Chances are that's gonna happen, because you're gonna see each other, you never lost that emotion, and you still got that connection, and you're gonna get back in there, and things are gonna happen that you didn't want to happen or intend to happen. Then you're gonna beat yourself up even more. It only takes one memory, one phone call, one moment where the light hits you just right, or the right song comes on and you're having another roll in the head. No man wants to think of his woman or see his woman mentally with any ex in her life. When you're in a relationship with someone and you love that person, you only want to see yourself, and you can only see yourself with that person. Now, when you have these 6 exes in your life and in your past, and they are not worthy, or they don't have a good purpose for being in your life, it just doesn't make sense. That is not intelligent. When it comes to these exes, I just see some ridiculous stuff out there. And women, I can't speak for you, but I would love for you to comment below on whether you think it's okay for a man to have a series of exes still actively involved in his life. Now, you want your exceptions? Here are your 2 exceptions of why you need to keep somebody, or why you could keep somebody around in a relationship as an ex. 1, you have children together. you were in a relationship or a marriage and it all fell apart, and you co-parent and you need to care for these children. That is totally understandable and acceptable. Number two, you have some type of business dealings together. Those are the only reasons why you should be keeping in contact with an ex, especially when you're trying to grow in another relationship. And especially if you are in a relationship with someone currently and they do not know about these exes. That's just my take on it. I believe that if you're gonna have an ex in your life for any type of reason, your current person needs to know about that ex or those exes. And if they are that important to you over your current person to let that person know about these exes, then I think you probably just be best without them. Here's the fact of the matter. If you have an ex in your life that is not in some type of business dealings, or you don't have any type of children together, then that person is totally in it for ulterior motives and self-interest. They may be stacking that person on the shelf, and highly likely they're stacking that person on the shelf or waiting for that opportune time to come back in to have pleasurable moments with that person whenever they feel like it. Children, business, or be gone. This is Prime. Subscribe, follow. I appreciate you. See you next video.